We have several major UFC stories developing right now involving Alex Pereira, Ilia Topuria, Tom Aspinall, and Paddy Pimblett. From uncertainty surrounding the UFC White House card to serious legal allegations and potential title shakeups, there is a lot to break down. Let's get into it. Alex Pereira casts doubt on UFC White House card. Alex Pereira may not be heading to the UFC White House card after all. The reigning UFC light heavyweight champion has been vocal about wanting a massive showdown with Jon Jones at the historic White House event scheduled for June 14th. The card is being planned as part of President Donald Trump's celebration of America's 250th anniversary. However, Pereira does not seem confident it is happening. On Monday, Pereira posted a photo on Instagram alongside UFC CEO Dana White with a caption that raised eyebrows. Looks like the White House is a no-go. No further explanation was given, but the message was clear. Pereira does not believe he will be fighting on that card. Dana White has repeatedly stated that matchmaking for the event will not begin until at least February. Despite that, Pereira appears convinced he is not part of the plan. Jon Jones has also been lobbying hard for a spot on the White House card. After briefly retiring following stalled talks with Tom Aspinall, Jones announced his intention to return and has openly discussed fighting Pereira at the White House. So far, those requests have not gained traction. Dana White has publicly expressed hesitation about booking Jones for such a high-profile event, citing Jones's history of issues both inside and outside the octagon that have led to fights being canceled in the past. As for Pereira, his absence could indicate something else is coming first. UFC lightweight champion Ilia Topuria is dealing with serious issues outside the cage. On Monday, Topuria released a lengthy statement claiming he is being extorted through false allegations of domestic abuse unless financial demands are met. Less than a month ago, Topuria announced he would not fight in the first quarter of 2026, citing a difficult moment in his personal life. Now, we have more context. Topuria explained that his initial silence was to protect his children, whom he says are the most important part of his life. However, he believes staying silent allowed false narratives to spread. According to Topuria, all relevant evidence has been preserved and submitted to judicial authorities. This includes audio recordings, written communications, witness statements, and video material. He says legal action is underway for attempted extortion, falsification of evidence, misappropriation of funds and property, and multiple threats. Topuria emphasized that he has never engaged in violence and that his life and career have been guided by discipline, respect, and integrity. He also stated that he will not comment further out of respect for his children. UFC heavyweight champion Tom Aspinall is being refreshingly honest about boxing. In a recent YouTube video, Aspinall was training with influencer boxer Tommy Fury when the topic of boxing came up. Aspinall made it clear that he has no illusions about becoming a world champion in boxing. He explained that becoming a boxing world champion requires total dedication, and that at nearly 33 years old after spending his life in MMA, it is unrealistic for him. That said, Aspinall is still open to boxing in the future. He mentioned that he would be interested in big fights, not exhibition-style spectacles, but major name matchups that make sense. One name that immediately comes to mind is former UFC heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou, who has already crossed over into boxing. However, Aspinall was clear that his focus right now is finishing his business in the UFC first. Paddy Pimblett believes Ilia Topuria may not hold the lightweight title for long. Topuria won the belt earlier this year with a knockout win over Charles Oliveira. Many expected his first title defense in early 2026, but with Topuria stepping away, the division has moved on. Pimblett is set to face Justin Gaethje for the interim lightweight title next month at UFC 324. If Topuria remains sidelined through the summer, Pimblett believes the UFC could strip him of the belt. Pimblett said that while he wishes Topuria well in his personal life, if Topuria does not return by June or July, he could be forced to vacate the title, making the interim champion the undisputed champion by default. Despite their long-standing rivalry dating back to UFC London Fight Week in 2022, Pimblett acknowledged that his respect for Topuria as a fighter has grown. He admitted that when their feud began, he did not even know who Topuria was and believed Topuria was using his name for attention. Now, Pimblett says it is clear that Topuria is an elite fighter, even if he does not respect him personally. A potential Alex Pereira absence from the White House card, major legal allegations involving Ilia Topuria, Tom Aspinall keeping his feet on the ground about boxing, and a possible lightweight title shakeup. There is no shortage of drama in the UFC right now. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Pereira should headline the White House card? Should the UFC strip Topuria if he stays out too long? And would you watch Aspinall versus Ngannou in boxing? Make sure to like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.